Where's your tape? Where's the barrier?
Tape. You've been told once already. You've nearly been aggressive.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, cross over.
Go on then.
Cross over.
Get the tape.
I'm not getting any tape.
Well, I'm not moving it.
For public order. That's all I'm saying now.
Public order? How's that?
Because
How do you want
you're in
that?
the crime scene, okay?
Welcome to Police Prep, your trusted guide to joining the UK Police. Get expert tips for exams, interviews, fitness, and recruitment. Prepare today, protect tomorrow. This episode is sponsored by UK Meet the Tyrants. Check the link below and subscribe to his channel. In this episode, an auditor named Mark is walking on a public road where a car crash happened. Police officers come up to him in an aggressive way right away. There was no barrier or tape blocking the road, and no legal reason to stop him. But the officers still try to stop Mark from walking past. Mark refuses to back down and challenges their authority. Things quickly get out of hand. What happens next shows clear misuse of police power. A sergeant even tries to make up laws to justify what they are doing. This is one of the most obvious examples of police abusing their power simply because someone refused to obey without question.
It's just debris all through there. Will you just cross over and wander
So
around?
I'll make my way through it. I'm not going to trip.
I'm telling you, cross over.
Well, if you're going to give me directives, you better get a tape over there, aren't
Right.
you?
Okay, cross over.
Go on then.
Cross over.
Get the tape.
I'm not getting any tape.
Well, I'm not moving until you do.
Listen, the colleague said please cross over. Okay, there's debris here, which is a hazard of safe pedestrians.
I'm a grown-ass man. Bollocks to that. Jesus Christ.
Grown-ass man. Cross over. Cross over. It's very simple, or I'll make you walk all the way back round.
Oh, will you now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On what grounds?
On what grounds? Because I'm telling you to.
You don't just dictate to a member of the public.
Unfortunately, I do.
No, you do not.
This is my scene. You're in my scene.
Is it a crime scene?
Yes.
Yes.
Now
Where's the
cross over
tape?
for me.
You haven't got any tape whatsoever.
Cross over for me.
Okay?
I've been perfectly polite with you. I said, please.
What's your
cross
bank
over.
account details?
My bank account
Yeah.
details? Why would I give you my bank account
Come on,
details?
give me your bank
My
account
in NatWest,
details.
mate. Now
Give
cross
me your
over.
numbers. Come on, I'm asking politely.
Alright. I'm not asking, I'm telling you, but I'm telling you politely. Cross over for me.
Mark is told to cross to the other side of the road. Not because of traffic or because emergency vehicles need to get through, but simply because an officer feels like it. When Mark asks where the tape is, he has a good reason. He wants to know if the road has been officially closed to the public. It has not. There is no tape, no cones, no barriers, no signs, nothing that would normally mean the public has to stay away. Instead of giving a clear safety reason or pointing to any law, the officer simply says, "This is my scene." But that is not how it works. A scene is controlled by physical barriers and proper measures, not by an officer's personal decision. On a public road, police cannot simply claim ownership and start giving orders when there is nothing actually blocking the area.
It's a very simple request.
Is it?
I've not been impolite.
If it's a request, then it can be declined.
Right, and now you've declined my request, I'm telling you to. And if you don't, then I'll lock you up for obstruct. It's that simple.
Obstruct for
Yeah.
walking down a public
Yeah,
road.
Exactly.
As my colleague said, can you walk round on that side of the road?
Or you're just reading off the same sheet. I thought you were going to be more intelligent.
Why would I say walk down here when he just tells you to go around there?
I don't have to go round there. I could go over there, I could stand there, I could stand over there, I could stand anywhere I want.
Of course you can, but you can't walk through here.
Of course I can.
No, we're telling you no.
What?
We're telling you you can't.
You don't tell a member of the public what they can and can't do on a public road when they've not broken any laws.
At the moment.
If you want to control this area, tape it off now. Right
Tell you
now.
what, back away now, otherwise you're for public
Get
order.
your hands off.
Back away now, otherwise you're for public order. That's all I'm saying now.
Public order? How's that?
Because
How do you want
you're in the
that?
crime scene, okay, and you've been
This
aggressive.
is not a crime scene.
How do you know it's not a crime scene? How
Because
do you
there's
know,
no
how do you know
tape.
it's not a crime
There's
scene?
no tape.
Doesn't have to be tape. We can have uniform officer of the control in the area. There doesn't need to be
That's
tape.
not how it works with a crime scene. Come on.
When Mark points out the obvious solution, just put up some tape, an officer suddenly gets in his face and threatens to arrest him for public order. The officer also claims Mark is interfering with a crime scene. That is a huge jump and makes no sense. A crime scene is not created by an officer raising their voice or standing close to someone. It is created by clear, visible barriers and control measures that people can actually see. The officer's argument that there does not have to be tape as long as an officer is controlling the area is simply wrong. Control has to be shown in a way that the public can clearly see and understand. People cannot be expected to guess where an invisible boundary starts or read an officer's mind. If a restriction only exists in an officer's head and is not shown in any visible way, it cannot be enforced. It is nothing more than a personal opinion.
But making sure you avoid.
Stop following me.
Come on, get out me seat.
Get your hands off.
Fight with me, you'll get locked
Get
up.
your hands
Walk
off.
out of my seat.
Where's your scene?
Off my seat.
Get your hands.
Walk out, now walk
Right, that's assault.
on, you'll get locked up. It's very simple. Alright, I gave you some simple instructions. You
You
decided
don't give me
to do-
directives.
I do.
You don't even know where I was going. Where do you think your crime scene is?
My colleague's trying-
Right, get your hands off me.
Carry on fighting.
Again, and you're gonna get nicked.
locked up.
Alright! You were told to do stuff, so get away!
Come back into my seat and you'll be arrested.
Where's your scene? Where's your tape? Where's the barrier?
Tape. You've been told once already.
Wait.
You've only been aggressive.
But I'm not being aggressive.
Yes, you have.
What has that just been, assault?
I've seen you swing that helmet.
Oh, you come down that sheet, are you?
Yes, I am.
Right, back to work, go on. Panic over,
Move
back
away.
to work.
Move away. You've been told.
You've just removed me out of the scene, have you not?
Yeah, I have. But
Right.
I'm also pretending you've come back in.
End of.
You want to head away, cross the
You
road.
never asked whether I live there, whether I'm visiting, nothing. You weren't interested.
The officers push Mark back and warn him that if he comes back into the area he will be arrested. But there is still nothing visible showing where that area starts or ends, even after Mark is clearly away from them. An officer keeps telling him to move further away. This is no longer about keeping him out of a specific space. It is about making him keep moving until the officers are happy, which is something completely different. Then Mark points out something the officers cannot argue against. They never asked him the most basic questions. Do you live here? Are you visiting? Do you need to pass through? These are simple and standard questions that should be asked before stopping someone from using a public road. Instead of first checking whether there was even a need to restrict Mark, the officers went straight to giving orders and then using force. That is the wrong way around and shows they had no proper reason for what they were doing.
Do you understand what's happened here?
Oh,
Do you understand what's happened
let me
here?
guess, see if I can work it out.
Has anybody been
I'm a
injured?
bit dumb, but
Has
how
anybody
do
been
you-
killed?
No.
You don't know?
No.
No, you don't know.
No, I do know.
You don't know?
I do know.
How do you know?
Because if there was an injury, there'd be tape up.
Not necessarily. No. You don't understand.
Anyway, me and you're
don't
done. You can go back to
know. We are
work.
done. So if you want to cross over,
I'm
cross
not
over that
crossing
way.
anywhere.
Otherwise, you'll be coming in.
Oh, you're really
Understand?
trying to push the buttons, aren't
I'm not trying
you?
to push the buttons.
You are? We've already got unlawful assault.
It's not a lawful assault.
Is it not?
I thought it's already recorded.
So is this.
Yeah? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Yeah? If you want to open your arms and become aggressive, obviously I will use force to move you back. Understand me?
I think you better just go back to work. Are you
Understand
witnessing
me?
this?
Understand?
I understand exactly what you're trying to do, mister. You're a sergeant, act accordingly.
Okay, stop.
Back to work.
Right.
Don't stand there trying to poke my buttons.
What's your name? What's your name?
Mister, back to
Hello.
work.
Hello. Just stop.
Mr. Public Servant, back to work.
He is working. He's
He's trying to escalate it so he can arrest me.
At the moment.
Get your ass back to work.
Listen, don't start swearing.
This officer does not try to calm the situation down. Instead, he makes it worse while pretending he is keeping things under control. Mark is laughing and is clearly not being threatening in any way. Yet the officer still says, "If you open your arms, I will use force." That is not managing the situation. That is the officer creating aggression where there was none. Things get even worse when the sergeant arrives. Instead of the first officer stepping back and letting the sergeant take over and cool things down, he stays right next to Mark, standing over him while he is trying to talk to the sergeant. Standing that close to someone during a conversation with a supervisor is not about safety. It is about putting pressure on Mark and trying to influence the outcome. It is intimidation, not policing.
If he,
I'm a grown-ass man. If I want to swear at him, I'll swear. He's just assaulted me.
if you swear, if you swear,
He's just assaulted me.
listen, if you swear,
Unnecessarily.
listen, bring your voice down. You're escalating now because you're
Because he's getting me angry. I've just been assaulted by the little munchkin.
bring your voice down then. Right.
No!
Right. Okay. So anyhow,
If I grab him and start pushing him about, what's going to happen?
you're asked not to walk down that side of the road. Okay. You're asked to walk on this side of the road.
It
And
was
you refuse.
bollocks. I was asked not to because you know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Yes, you do.
I don't know your name. I've been told that you have a Facebook page. That's what I've been told. No,
So do you think that was right? For a man who was doing no wrong,
for you,
I was harming no one.
you gonna let me speak though? You gonna let me speak?
No, you answer my question.
No. If you want,
Was I harming anyone?
if you want to answer, yeah.
Was I harming anyone?
But what didn't you do? What didn't you do?
I don't do what I'm told by idiots.
Well, maybe you need.
All right?
Maybe you need to. Right. Anyway.
Maybe you need to do your job as a sergeant and put some barrier tape up in future,
Right.
so the members of the public don't get unnecessarily and unlawfully assaulted.
Right, when you're asked to walk on the other side of the road. It's not a big deal.
The problem is not just what the sergeant says. It is what he deliberately chooses to ignore. Instead of addressing whether the officers were ever justified in stopping Mark in the first place, the sergeant reduces the whole incident to a minor inconvenience. As if the only issue was Mark not wanting to take a slightly longer route, then the sergeant uses one word that reveals everything. He says Mark was simply asked to move. But that is not what happened. Mark was given orders, surrounded, physically pushed, and threatened with arrest. That is not an ask. Using the word asked is not a simple mistake. It is a deliberate rewrite of what actually happened. It is the language of damage control, designed to make the officer's behavior sound reasonable and polite after the fact. But the reality of what took place tells a completely different story.
I'm asking you to stop swearing.
It's not against the law to swear at you.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Not
Case law. No, it's not.
really. So
Yes.
listen, public order doesn't have to be a person in hearing or sight. Okay, it is the theoretical person.
Oh, so now we're making up theoretical people that could be hiding in the bushes, guys.
That's what it is.
You're a numpty. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to look at your law then, mate. If that's what you think. Right, anyway.
Nowhere in section 5 have I seen the word theoretical.
Doesn't say
Nowhere.
It doesn't say it in the words. It's in the context of.
So the theoretical people, it's hidden in section 5 as well. Theoretically, it's in there. Is it? You're really that stupid.
No,
Come on.
You're really boring me. Right.
In other words, I've beat you. I've won the conversation.
No, you're boring me. You're boring
I've beat you.
No, you're boring.
Psychologically, I've beat you.
Review your footage when you
Say goodbye to short ass. I'll catch him again.
The exchange with the sergeant is almost hard to believe. He confidently claims that Section 5 applies because of an imaginary person, someone he made up in his head who might be offended. This is not a mistake in wording. It is a completely made-up legal argument. Section 5 has never been based on hypothetical people. It requires a real person who is actually present and likely to feel harassed, alarmed, or distressed. Not an imaginary bystander. Not someone who might theoretically walk past. When Mark laughs, it is not mockery. It is the only reasonable response to watching a senior officer invent laws on the spot. What really exposed the officers in this encounter was not shouting or force. It was how quickly it became clear that none of what they were doing had been properly thought through. No boundaries were clearly set, no legal powers were properly explained, and decisions were made in the wrong order. Everything was based on instinct and a desire to dominate first, with justifications being made up afterwards. Mark did not cause this situation to fall apart. The officers did, by trying to control a space they never properly defined and then reacting badly when someone pointed that out. The pattern becomes clear when you look at the whole encounter rather than individual moments. Every time Mark asked a simple question like why, under what grounds, or where is this written, the response was never an actual answer. It was more pressure, more threats, and when that did not work, invented language to cover up the gaps. The sergeant's exit says it all. He made up a theoretical person, got laughed at for it, then walked away pretending to be bored. That is not authority. That is embarrassment disguised as indifference. A senior officer could not defend his own words for more than a few seconds, so he walked away rather than admit he was wrong. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe as it really helps support independent coverage. Also check out Mark's channel linked in the description and show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Police Prep and I will see you in the next one.